Oh, gracious. It is a toll plaza. Stop ahead. Pay toll. Cars for $4.25. Well, that's up from 75 cents. Unless they want it in dimes. Easy pass only. Easy pass only. I don't have an easy pass. I know how to pass easily. Get billed later. Or ticketed. I said there's people in these booths, so that'll help. Nice. Again, they're nice. She's hello. Hello. How you doing? Have a good day. I mean, and she was smiling. I'm like she meant it. I challenge you to drive sometime per traffic law. Just stay within the traffic law. You will observe strange traffic patterns. So, traffic will approach and migrate around you in little blobs, like clots. It's almost arterial, like blood and cholesterol and white blood cells and free radical. Like it's a what do they call that? Fluidity or fluid dynamics? Yeah, there's fluid dynamics involved in traffic. Anyway, so they migrate around you, and these people are. It just struck me. It was like a square dance. First of all, they're all together, like a blob of 8 or 9 cars will all travel together. Like they're subconsciously dependent on one another's presence in the lanes and next to them and in front and back of them. They're all sort of like in a huddle, and then they square dance with getting in front of one, and then the next one will get in front of that one, and so on and so forth. It's just so interesting, and I just got tickled thinking about they were square dance. I was narrating their square dancing with pass your partner on the left, swing your partner off the mountain. There they go. I got a biker behind me now. He's good with my driving. He's gonna stick right there for a little while, but that blob of 8 or 9 cars, they're already up there. They're still do-si-doing with one another. So, I just left the Loves. I got coffee and gas, and that was the same Loves that I had been at a day or so ago. And when I first came by recently, I realized I had also been there once before on a trip during Hurricane Ida, when the parking lot was congested with utility trucks, hurricane relief, power lines were down and everything. It was a chaotic time, and I remembered specifically having been at that Loves. And then the other day I was there again, and I was like, wait a minute, this is strange. Just way out, so remote, but somehow familiar. And then as I went again today to the same one, because I'm venturing south now. I will be coming down southward. I realized it was just a little odd to be at a remote truck stop 3 different times, and they have this thing nearby, the Indian Creek Museum and Village. So why not check it out? I've got time. So I'm going to go check out the Indian Creek Village and Museum. So at this little random stop along the interstate, there is a 500-year-old Indian village restored. It was discovered when they were building the road. 1450, 1500, she said. And there is a trail to get down in the woods where it was, but I'm still relatively freshly showered and dressed from the hotel, and I don't feel like staying too long, and I also don't want to be a sweaty mess by the time I leave here. But kind of neat to happen upon the Wolf Creek. Oh, this, I enjoy this. This is the Three Sisters. Did you know about this? Somehow you plant the corn, and the corn becomes the trellis for the bean, and the bean trailing up the corn becomes the shade for the squash. And they're called the Three Sisters. It's a horticultural, the kind of farming method that was, it was very symbiotic for all three of the plants. It's just so interesting. It's called the Three Sisters. Beans, corns, and squash, they grew together just perfectly. So I'm sure there's different, so, oh, well, that's a nice little stand. And good color, too. Well, if I want a more in-depth look at this later, I will cheat and look at Google. Oh my God. Bland County. I just saw the sign for Bland County. A puff of wind blew the leaves off of this rock, which was noticed by two men, Maxwell and Stuart Wright. That, my Lord, that's incredible. Let's see. We are, I'm gonna say somewhere right in there. See the Appalachian Range? All right. I'm sorry. I don't like to do this. I've seen those. We learned about that in Boy Scouts. Okay then. I don't like to rush through without fully, there's a hornet's nest, without giving its due appreciation. I just don't have the time. Those turkey feathers. That stone, that carved stone. All right, I did see a 6,000-year-old bowl the other day. Okay. Oh, it doesn't feel great to just rush through. But now I know what that little museum's like at that random Love's truck stop that I've accidentally happened upon. She was so friendly. I enjoyed speaking with her. They are in the process of tanning a deer hide there. Oh wait, let me go through here. I didn't find a patch, but I did find a keychain that is embroidered that I believe I can turn into a patch and stitch it on. Now, I don't normally go for the stickers. You know, they're not cheap for what it is. But this place is just so interesting and random and kind of holds a little memory for me, having been here before. I'm glad I made a pit stop at Wolf Creek. Sign said, entering Jefferson National Forest. By the way, I see texts and messages and notifications of birthday wishes from you guys, and I appreciate it very much, though it is very doubtful that I will have an opportunity to address and like, and it might even, if I do that, it might be after I get home. But thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I had a sweet text from Mother this morning. I am 48. Woo! I am grown. Oh my Lord. Okay, we're back up to 70 miles per hour. That means all this traffic can go 90. There looks to be an accident ahead. Maybe. Everyone is in the left-hand lane, and then that, of course, they're doing that thing where they know that they're going to have to pull over eventually, but they all funnel to the front of the line. What is that? That's so weird. That's not an accident. Somebody's just being pulled over and ticketed. But all these freaking cars have stopped, and everyone has filed into the left lane. That's almost overkill. That's almost more of a hazard than, what was I going to say? Oh, I had some light come on. It's a caution light. It's a triangle, like a pyramid, with a car, and behind the tires of the car are squiggly lines, sort of like that slippery when wet. I don't know why my navigation's not talking, but I think I'm supposed to go here. Let's see if she wakes up.
In a quarter mile, keep right at the fork. Follow signs for Withville.
Uh-huh. I might have been one step ahead of her. So, caution light, and then a blink, a little message in the little digital place.
Keep right at the fork.
Stabilitrack. Service Stabilitrack. I don't know what Stabilitrack is, but it's all this back and forth and winding.
Continue for half a mile.
That has exhausted this vehicle, and its Stabilitrack needs serviced. I hope that's nothing serious. I don't suspect it is, but I'm in Withville. I would have said Wytheville, and I did say Wytheville, but I was corrected. With that nice lady at New River Gorge, with whom I talked a good while, and she,
in a quarter mile, turn right onto Cove Road.
Told me about the different pronunciation of things, like that Tunny Hunsacker. You would think Hunsacker was spelled A-C-K-E-R. It wasn't. It was A-K-E-R. Not necessarily Hunsacker.
Take the next right onto Cove Road.
I'm so sorry about that. Withville was I'll say Wytheville was on my radar, and I didn't get to visit. It was actually recommended I check this area for thrifts. So there's this George.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Holston Road.
Whew, that's going to take a lot of editing to hush that up, and I apologize for that. It throws off my train of thought. There's a cornfield. We're back in the corn zone.
Take the next left onto Holston Road.
Get your iced coffee from a place other than Love's.
Continue on Holston Road.
Just stick with the hot coffee at Love's. This coffee's gross. I'm kind of getting into that. I love the iced coffee at Sonic. And then they have good iced coffee at the Dunkin' Donuts. There's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts up here. That is their Starbucks, I believe. I truly do think that is the case. So, I sent an email to a man named George Rigsby, something like that. And he's written a book about some pottery, vintage 60s, 70s pottery out of California. And he's a little bit of a reselling. Well, he doesn't resell. He does. But his forte is just the knowledge that he possesses. His knowledge is encyclopedic. So a lot of people who do resell watch George because he's so resourceful. And I sent him an email and I told him what I was doing, and I asked him, told him what I was looking for, handmade things, yada yada. And he responded, and this town where I'm at right now, just per chance, is one of the towns he recommended I look around at the thrift. So it is 11:50. There's a lot of trailers that I just passed. It is 11:50. This Abingdon Festival.
In 1,000 feet, take the right.
Look at the purple. Oh, there's a policeman. I did make the wrong turn, but I've ended up at a place where I should have been, where I would have liked to have been anyway. And I have turned the navigation off. We're going to get up here in Wyethville and do a little Googling for some thrift. The festival in Abingdon, not ton, Abingdon, lasts all day long, all week long. So I'll be there. I'll get there when I get there. But I'm going to find a little spot up here and Google some local thrift, and we will see what I can find from one of 4 locations that this YouTube resale guru guy told me to check out. Oh, I'm so glad that I get to check that off my list. I don't want to pull up in some place that they're gonna wonder who that is. I might get run off from there. I'm hoping the water and the plum may have helped my face fill out a little bit. Or maybe I'm just worn out. Maybe I'm like 48 years old. But I actually have notes written because I did some research and I know what stores are in Wyethville already. So, yeah. See my little notes. See my little Pendleton notebook for my little traveling stuff, and the schedule for the festival, just pages and pages and pages of it. I want mainly to see the fine arts and the crafts. Their fine art is only 2-dimensional. It's not sculpture, glass, pottery. It's photography and painting. 2-dimensional. It's fine arts. I guess that's right. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. I had to get out of the car and parked at a nice, not bad. I've seen a lot of poison ivy. There was a beautiful house up that way. As soon as I turned the phone off, there's like a beautiful house. And there's somebody I know, I reckon. Okay. Thrifting Wytheville, Virginia. Here's that stone house I mentioned. Old quarried stone, big stone. Slow down. I've seen a lot of houses like that in Pennsylvania. Do you see it? So this, it feels entirely different. It feels a lot like Staunton, Virginia, and I think that's where William and Mary College is. But this feels a little bit old, like revolutionary old. I was going to mention the steeples and the public buildings, the public spaces. They are so serious. The steeples are designed with a lot more intricacies than, goodness, I thought I was supposed to be in a pretty place because I just passed pretty places. That looks like my stop right there. Grace Point Center. Here we go. I can't decide if those are cute or not. That'll help me decide. Nobody uses a candle that small. They're kind of cute. I just found another piece of this pattern that I think is so sweet. It was made by Family Dollar stores long time ago, 80s maybe. And I have over time put together several pieces. I've slowly and surely put together my little patchwork quilt pattern. Alright, those are kind of beautiful. I do like that. I love that rich color. Look at the cold, the warm air coming out of his nostrils. That's not a wolf. Or maybe it is. I don't know, but I'm getting them. Old, and I just love the color. And I just came from Wolf Creek. So, yeah, we'll get those. There's a little speckleware mug. I have a little growing collection of granite ware, enamelware, speckleware. And maybe that's the pinwheel? I'm not sure, but check her out. Big old three-dimensional rose. We'll grab that. I think I gotta grab one of the pinwheels, or this thing. I like that. A little tighter. That is so artistic. That looks like Kandinsky. What's down here? I didn't see that. Little kitchen towels, but this caught my eye. What is that? Shaped like bloomers. There's a back pocket. They are bloomers. Or some kind of pant. Huh. This house. The stone in the mason.
Continue on Tazewell Street for 3/4 of a mile.
Those aren't even square stones on that house. That's some mastery. There is a visitor center in Wytheville. Might take a peek. I should be able to tell from the exterior. Is that a Queen Anne? I can't see. If they have anything very interesting, or if it's just, pardon me, but a few retirees sitting in there by themselves all day. Might take a gander at the visitor center in Wytheville. So down the hill there, if you can see, I see cabins. What does that say? Willow Brook. There's a little sign next to the gazebo. It looks like Willow Brook. They have a little settlement recreated down there. And we might have to eat something. Y'all ready to eat something? But look how pretty. That's big and pretty. And there's a little bit of, oh, there's a Vitex. That big, the blooming blue. Let's go see. What's up, Withville? They have a little bit of a first responder exhibit. The village down the hill opens on Wednesday. Oh, I don't even know what day it is now. But she was nice and we were talking and I said, oh yeah, I'll go look. So I'm going to look. I don't want to waste too much time, but I didn't want to ignore it for their sake either. Sweet people. Ooh. What is that? Craftsman glass? Mission Arts Crafts? Governor Trinkle and Helen Ball Sexton Trinkle. The town was founded in 1790. I mean, stuff up here is old. This is a poster board of a world map and a United States map. These visitors have been to Withville this year. They clean it off in January.
Start all over again.
Look at that. And somebody from Macomb has been here. I put my little pin at Columbia.
Before COVID, we had so many from Australia and
I don't know if you picked up a little bit. I'm not comfortable holding the phone, recording while I'm speaking with someone. I guess people get there, these content creators. But we were discussing this phenomena that keeps popping up of these places that depend so heavily. There's the vitex or the chaste tree. On tourism, you know, and there haven't been tourists. So I believe my goodwill is this way.
In a quarter mile, you will arrive at your destination.
Yeah, I'm catching up with her. Oh yeah, the tourism thing. And reading in the magazine, someone gave me Great Lakes to Florida Highway Museum. Look how cute! It's a little bitty gas station. They're waiting. So the magazine I received about the Highlands, I read a little bit of that last night, and they had a booming year last year coming out of the pandemic. And they expect even more attendees this year. So I think the Abingdon people are going to be excited to have a good turnout for this. And I do hope Mary is there. I don't know how old she is, but as I've talked and gleaned information from different sources, they say that she used to do more and now she's doing less and limiting the venues. So it could be that she's just over it. Okay, we're saying goodbye to Withville, and I haven't eaten, kind of need the bathroom, and this coffee is nasty. But we're 50 minutes away from the barter Theater and Green, which, according to their little map, is close
There's
to
a speed trap ahead.
Good. Get them. Barter, Green, and Theater in Abingdon is close to the events that I want to be at. It's recording, so I just said all that and it wasn't even recording. Okay. I said I was going to, as a gesture, I would take one of my little paintings in case I run into Mary and give her the story of what I'm even doing here, that I would give her. I mean, I don't know. She might not even be friendly. She might be tired by 2 o'clock and packing up and getting out of there. Although it lasts till 5, and it being a Saturday, I suspect most of the crowds didn't get there until noon, and everybody's just going to kind of be chill and milling about this time of the afternoon. The weather's not bad though. Who knows? I just thought that I would take one of the paintings out of my satchel, and if I hit it off with Mary, then I'll have that to give as a little memory, thank you gesture. But I don't want to give her the cabin from Okanalufty Farm. I'll give her one of the paintings from last summer at the Gold Bar Ranch when we saw Nunner and Andrea and their crew in the Panhandle. So I can give her one of those. She'll never know the difference. We are here in historic Abingdon, Virginia, and there are festival goers about. And there is a policeman ahead of me. Old brick. Okay, I'm just gonna have to find a place to park. Ooh, that's pretty. The Martha. That's the Martha Washington Bed and Breakfast. No, there's a stop sign. I was worried for a second. Thought I was on a bike path. Super cute. Super duper cute. I guess if they have this big festival here, they want it to look super cute. Oh my God. I am parked. I have parked this big old thing into the littlest spot, and I am right here at the entrance. Yes, sir. Y'all have to look. That means it's a parking spot. I had that tire up on the curb. Now I don't know what that thing is, but I mean, there's the place over there. Now I have to dig for a little painting. I have to dig for my basket, which is some, oh God, oh no, it's somewhere under there. Here I am worried about which bandana I'm gonna take in there. I think I can find that box, maybe from another door. But we're here. I mean, I guess this is a legitimate parking spot. Yeah, see, that car could have been a little far. They're hanging out a little bit from there, so I think we're good. Actually, no. There's enough room for me to pull up just a little bit and get off of this X. You see that? There's room for me to pull up and get off of that X The tight spot will have to be their problem. If I give her a painting, I think it's going to be this one. This is the little pond that I sat outside and painted the geese. It's special to me, and I don't want to. I'll be okay. I'm gonna give her this. That box wasn't so hard, and the mirror hasn't broken. Astonishingly, box wasn't hard to get to. Now I just need one of my little national park bags, and I'm headed in there. Put my chapstick on, and now I've got one of my witch hazel wipes. I might want to freshen up a little bit. This shirt is actually less wrinkled than it was this morning. So, feel a little fresh. I'm using the car door as a mirror. I haven't messed with my hair. It needs a little something. I guess I'll do that button. Okay. I will try to ask. No idea where she might be, but I'm fairly certain this is crafts in this particular Barter's Green. I have a map in my bag, but it doesn't show the booth locations. This looks like a central axis. If I'm likely to get information, it could be this way. What is that? I hadn't been here 10 minutes before I went into the tent with the porta potties, and in the pitch black plastic bathroom, a bodily fluid has ended up all over my my light. They're dark now. That spot is dark. Shorts. So, I've come to this hillside by the railroad track to stand in the breeze. Oh my God. I've walked through the parking lot with my Custer State Park bag in front of my left britches leg. Jesus. It is breezy here. Oh my Lord. How pitiful. But this is reality. I cannot. There is no, I'm standing here as long as it takes. I'm not walking through there. Where's Mary? Where's Mary? Where's some fat man with a hick accent with piss on his britches? We're going to stand right here. The porta potties are black and gray. They're not blue. And then they're under a tent, I guess, to make them look nicer. They're like dark plastic, and then each one is up under a tent, like a house of mirrors. And you cannot see. Not that you would want to see, but with as tight as my belt is, and my zipper's broken, and I will laugh about this eventually, but Jeremy's standing on a hillside over a railroad track in Virginia with she was kindred. Blue eyes. Unrealistically blue. And I splurged. But that's a secret, don't tell anybody. 'Cause I have Christmas. Mary's granddaughter was there. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just waiting to like break down and cry. But we leave and are on our way. It's ponied. On our way to Angie, Jonesboro. Well, I cried over the Cherokee Indian, so I can cry over Mary. She is my apple granny. There was a newspaper article out of Bristol, full page, full 2 pages, or at least 1.5 page, grandmother of the festival. That's her. I had no idea that was her. I don't even understand what drew me to find the source of that basket. It was a lark. It was completely a lark and a leap of faith in that I had no idea she was going to be here. But I figured I'd have a good enough time, even so. But her granddaughter was there. She was there. Daniel, the granddaughter's boyfriend, was there. And another vendor who was relegated to the peanut gallery just as a spectator, but I caught her face when I left, and she had just witnessed the little moment, an introduction, and talk. See, Mary is pushing 80. She's 80. She could be 82. And so this off-the-wall encounter took a moment to sink in for her at the crux in time where I felt a little bit awkward because it wasn't registering, right? It wasn't like, she wasn't like getting it. And I'm like, blah, 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 Google Lens, and this article there, and she didn't know, She said, well, now where do I go to? www what for Google Lens, just so it sunk in. And by the time I still don't know the who's and whys and what's of this. It will be revealed in time, and there will be a shareable wisdom from it. And I will look back on this as a rich moment. Well, now I get to go enjoy a good birthday dinner with Angela, Miss Kathy's daughter, our Miss Kathy, who has always been like family to my family after she somehow popped up in Columbia, Mississippi, and we met Kathy, and we're like, I like her, we like Miss Kathy. And I get to wear my linen breeches, because I've been too shy to sport my linen breeches up here. I'm getting... Everybody is passing me. like everybody's passing me. And I'm merely going the speed limit, the legal limit, the legal maximum of speed. The maximum legal speed I'm going. And I am the slowpoke. Bunch of renegades on this road. I can't keep a secret. I've always been horrible about wrong way, window. I can keep other people's secrets. I'm a good secret keeper of other people's secrets. But it's like if somebody's got a surprise or I'm giving somebody, I just cannot stop from dropping hints until they pretty much know what they're getting. Libby can attest to that. Christmas stories, you know. Anyway, I'm bad at those secrets. I'm very good at other secrets, and a lot of y'all know that. I tell my own secrets. I don't tell y'all's secrets. But my baskets, guess what is impressed in the side of the baskets? Guess. What have I been looking at and saying, oh, I love that. Oh, there's a hillside full of it. Oh, that's so pretty. I like that. Queen Anne's lace. There. That's the clue. What's on the baskets? Queen Anne's lace. Oh, God. Am I getting... Ooh, sniffly. I've got to remove the price tag off of that Robinson Ransbottom crock before I get home. That's really the only price tag that I'm ashamed of. But I wanted it.
2564.
Hey, I remember that old post oak. Right, yeah. Come down from there. I think I'm on Hairtown Road. So Angela and Bethany are on a hike and should be back. And I have changed clothes to my cotton crepe tunic. Oh. Got an eyelash. My eyelash has just decided out of the blue to grow into my eyeball. I kind of want to take that wheelbarrow right there and sit in it. You know how you can turn them up so that the handles become the feet? Wouldn't that be something? Look, there's a little peak. You what, Tara? What you doing? I'm not doing nothing. How your babies was? Yeah. They need you a lot, don't they? I think that's a literal witch. I'm gonna try the thing with the wheelbarrow. With my Afghan. Now. Okay. Let me pause this, and I don't want to. Let's see. It's been a long time since I've used a wheelbarrow as an easy chair. Oh, they're low. Oh, oh, oh. Here. Oh, God. How will I? Oh. 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 Yeah, it's comfortable. Wow. It is comfortable. I got some water out of the car. Look at that post. There's a little piece of new wood. There's another old post. I can't get my water open. That's my old worn out floor shime and a band-aid, but I got a bobo. Don't see much of the thing. Felt like this might be a new profile picture moment. I don't like to change mine a whole lot. This phone just said maximum recording time reached. I'm amazed that it's kept up with this much video. Let me cover that band-aid. That band-aid's ugly. Not that the rest of it's pretty, but... This, I believe, is an olive tree moment. And I'm not even sure what I mean by that. But I know there are stories, sort of proverb-type stories about a person finding their olive tree and sitting there in the shade. It's like a sort of sanctuary type thing. Their house is cute. Has that American Gothic look. So that little black and white cat, she has 5 kittens in a shed. Let's see, what can we talk about? I don't know. Just enjoying the moment and want to share it. I am quite bad at thinking I'm recording when I'm not. And I'm getting better at being bad at that. It wasn't an issue when I first started fooling with this video making, but now it happens more and more frequently. Oh, there's a little dog. A farm dog. Where are you? Well. Oh, I missed his beautiful entrance onto the field. I think this is going to be a painting. Megan used an expression recently, one that I wasn't quite familiar with. I guess the farmer moved on to a different field. He sure made the rounds. Unless this is... Anyway, she said, make hay while the sun shines. Make hay while... And if you notice, the clouds are a little bit darker than they were. And he's most certainly cutting hay. Look at that barbed wire. There's a little more. I thought there was. Y'all, these shoes have been so great, but they're getting there. It's about time to give up on them. They're floor shime. They're that old man brand, but they've been fabulous shoes. There it comes back with this little dog. Beautiful little dog. And there is this tomato patch, and there is a goldfinch on one of those posts. I can't, I'm very blurry. I'm too old for this. Oop.